The Olympics is over. The Paralympics is going to end tomorrow. But do you think that is the end of the Olympics? No. There is another Olympics that's going to come, and that is the Chess Olympiad. Now the Chess Olympiad is as old, if you have to look at it, this time it will be its 98th year. It started from 1926 onwards, and in its near 100-year history of the Chess Olympiad, you have seen the Soviet Union dominate. But other nations are also starting to catch up now. The United States is one of them. India is also one of them. Yes, they may not have had a good medal haul at this point in time when you look at the Olympics, Paralympics, and if you look at it in the Chess Olympiad. But there is no denying the fact that ever since the 80s, India will be aiming to put on a great show in the Olympiad. Now, the last time it was held in Mamallapuram, you saw that India really did put on a great show. They won individual medals there, they won it overall, but then if you look at it, it was truly a remarkable experience that was there. So, when you look at this particular thing that's there, Arjun Erigaisi, Domaraju Gukesh, Ramesh Babu Pragnananda, Vidit Gujarati and Pentala Harikrishna, these players are going to be there in the men's category also at this point. So, India do have a strong bunch when you look at it, and in Budapest, it will be very important for Gukesh because this is one of the last tournaments that he plays before he gets into preparation for the World Chess Championship in November. One of the last tournaments. On the other hand, when you look at the women's section at this point, you have Harika Dronavalli, Ramesh Babu Vaishali, Divya Deshmukh, Tanya Sachdev and Vantika Agarwal. Now, Vaishali Ramesh Babu has been there in the top bracket for a very long time. For Harika Dronavalli, this is her second decade in the sport. Divya Deshmukh. Now, she has really turned everyone's attention with her stupendous showings in the junior championships that have been there. So, Divya Deshmukh at this point in time is going to be the key. But apart from that, Vaishali Ramesh Babu, who's played also in the World Cup, also in the Grand Swiss she won, she is going to be the key individuals at this point in time. Now, if you have to look at the other things that's going on at this point, I will explain to you the format and the system of how the Chess Olympiad works at this point. So, it is on the Swiss rules that you are going to look at it. Olympic Swiss system pairing rules. So, men and women, open and women, you are going to see 11 rounds being played. Pairing system is called Olympiad pairing system. In both sections, the teams are made up of 4 players plus 1 reserve. A captain is also appointed in the team. That reserve will come in any time during the middle of the rounds when you look at. Supposing if 2 rounds are there, if the third player in the third round has fallen ill, he can come in as a reserve player at this point. Now, 11 rounds, and then when you look at it, it is going to be a really big thing because this is the thing. From day 1 onwards, round 1, round 2 until round 11, which is it. So, whoever finishes on top in the rounds is going to be really winning the gold, second, silver, third, bronze. There is only one rest day, and that is on the 8th of September when you look at it. So, sorry, at that point you will see in round A, after round 6, you will have a big thing. So, it begins at this point 6 consecutive rounds, then 5 rounds afterwards. So, rest day is there in between. Now, when you look at the other system that is there in place at this point, the trophies. The winning team, there are 3 trophies that are given in the Chess Olympiad at this point. The winning team in the open section, which is the men's team of Chess Olympiad, receives the Hamilton Russell Cup. The winning team in the women's section of the Chess Olympiad receives the Vera Menschlich Cup. And the winning federation in combined classification, men and women, if both of them achieve enough points that the federation itself wins, of the Chess Olympiad receives the Nona Gaprindashvili trophy. Now, Nona Gaprindashvili, remember, is one of the major players who revolutionized women's chess in the world. So, that is why she and Judith Polgar are considered the benchmarks when it comes to excellence in women's chess. So, that is why Nona Gaprindashvili, Vera Menschlich and Hamilton Russell, these are the 3 trophies that are given at this point. Now, how has India's medal haul been when it comes to the Olympiad in this particular point in time? And before I come to that, the default time, the timing is also given at this point, 15 minutes. If a player doesn't arrive to the board by 15 minutes, suppose his time is at 2, if he comes after 2:15, he will lose that respective game. The games are played using the electronic clocks and boards approved by FIDE. Time control 90 minutes for the first 40 moves, followed by 30 minutes for the rest of the game with an increment of 30 seconds. So if you make a move, you get a 30-second increment at this point. 40 moves for 90 minutes, then the rest of the game with an increment of 30 seconds, you get 30 minutes. So what has gone on in the World Chess Championships, the rules, the same is going to be applied even in the Olympiad at this point in time. Now, as far as the medal hauls are concerned, total medals won, if you look at it, you will see that India had won the joint gold in 2020. The first one was in 2014 in the Chess Olympiad. But 2020, I put an asterisk on it, and you will see in the table classification, India's name is not there. The main reason is that FIDE doesn't count online tournaments as part of the medals haul. And India in 2020, it was a very interesting story because there were power and tech outages in two players' case. That is the reason why those matches could not be counted. Russia and India won the joint gold. And that is the reason why. Even in 2022, the bronze has an asterisk for one simple reason. India's second team, not the main team, India's second team won the bronze medal at this particular point in time. So it is looking as if India with the main team, that is where, remember, as the hosts, you can field multiple teams. That is the one thing that you've got in the Chess Olympiad. You can field up to 3 teams, but here India are fielding only one team, the men and the women, and they'll have a chance to ensure that after 2014, they win a proper medal at this point. Will it be gold? Will it be silver? Will it be bronze? It remains to be seen now, because if you look at it, US and China are really dominating at this point. China in the women's section in particular is an absolute beast at this point. You look at America, maybe they might also steal the show at this point. Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, they also can do it. Magnus Carlsen for Norway, unfortunately, there is not that much of a support. Yes, there is Aryan Tari, but apart from that, Magnus Carlsen is the only lone hope there. Now, he may not play in the Olympiad also, we don't have any confirmation about it. But looking at India, is it their best chance to win a medal? We hope so, because in a huge and diverse field, predicting 3 medal winners is a really tough task indeed. Perhaps in the women's section it might be hard. In the men's section, you really will have to look up to them as a potential medal prospect at this point. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.